Hello, everyone, and welcome back for another monthly library update. We're looking at July. June has just flown by. It's been packed for you, and you still have more. Do you want to talk about me first so that your brain
You
can...
go ahead.
Okay.
I'll catch up.
All right. So let's start with, we're still having our weekly Friday senior movie matinees, and going up through the decades. We're into the 1970s for July. And the ones that they picked for this coming month are, oh boy. So the first Friday in July, we've got Jaws, 1970s. But then from Jaws, we take a decidedly wide turn into comedy land because next is Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Oh, love it. I love it.
And then after that, Young Frankenstein. And then Blazing Saddles. So just
Wow.
a lot of laughing movies. Maybe the 60s were too tense, I guess, because they had
Apparently.
things like To Kill a Mockingbird
Right,
and
yes.
Cape Fear,
Yes.
and we've got Planet of the Apes this Friday. So, so 1970s fun movies. Friday afternoons at 1. Come join us there. Our book clubs are meeting. Our Litwitz Book Club will meet Monday, July 1st, and they're going to be discussing 14 Days, which is an interesting collaborative novel.
Wait, I think you told me about it.
Yeah, so it's edited by Margaret Atwood,
Right,
who wrote
yes.
The Handmaid's Tale, and it's like over 20 big-name authors got together during COVID, and the plot of the book centers around this apartment building in lockdown. Mm-hmm. But each of these big authors wrote just one character, so they each only control one voice in the book, and so it's really interestingly done. Our poetry group meets on the second Monday of the month, so that's going to be July 8th, and then our history book club is going to be meeting on Tuesday, July 16th, so that's the third Tuesday. We've got an early third Tuesday in July, and they're going to be discussing Murder at Minnesota Point. So it's by a Minnesota author named Jeff Salve, and he did over 10 years of research to put this book together. And the first that most people have heard about this is a news article from the 1890s about a woman's body who was found on the shore of Lake Superior, and she had obviously been murdered. And the case went cold for a while. And then after some time, they got a breakthrough clue in the case and eventually caught the guy. But really interesting story. And so the author's going to be there.
Cool.
Yes, and so he's going to come and talk to us about the research and all the things that he's got together for that. So we're excited for him to be there for us.
Didn't the lights go out a couple years ago when you had a mystery author?
Kind of, yeah.
Came to visit, so everybody just sat there vigil with flashlights or phones.
That was fun.
Yeah. Hopefully it won't happen again. But
I hope not.
It does add to the mystery.
But this is a true mystery this time.
So
yeah.
that would be a little scarier.
Maybe. Our Mystery Book Club, of course, meets the last Monday of the month, July 29th, and we're continuing onward into our third book in the trilogy by Candace Fox from the On Crimson Lake series. We just discussed Redemption Point Book 2, and everybody agreed it's really interesting for us to, we haven't done this before in the Mystery Book Club, to discuss the character development and changes from book to book. So we're really looking forward to next month's Book 3, Gone by Midnight. And all of our books, of course, for our book clubs, you can get at the circulation desk. You can check them out there. As far as our other regular programming goes, our Needle Working Group is meeting on Wednesdays at 9:30 in the morning. Come September, they're going to officially be meeting every week.
Okay.
So that'll be fun.
Change.
In the summer, they're still only officially first and third Wednesday at 9:30 in the morning, but they have people coming every week.
Right.
But yeah, they're going to officially change that in the fall. Our Genealogy Club, which had a fun time at the German Bohemian Heritage Society in June, we're going to have our regular meeting on Thursday, July 18th at 6:30 in the evening here at the library. We'll see what's up and coming in new resources and research and things like that, because literally, so the largest family history database, Family Search, adds about 2 million names a day.
A day?
A day. Of records that get digitized and organized from around the world. And so that's
amazing.
If you can't find something one week, check next week. You never know what you might find. New records, new documents. It's pretty amazing with that. So for our regular programs, the only other thing is the Film Society's mockumentary series is continuing. So we watched Waiting for Guffman in July.
yeah.
We are going to be watching Drop Dead Gorgeous.
Oh, good.
So we're going to a little bit, on the fun side there with a mockumentary around beauty pageants there, with some murder thrown in just for fun. So those are our regular programs, and then we have some great other incidental programs. So we're very excited to be able to have Joe Leone, blues guitarist and bassist, is going to be coming and presenting the history of the blues here at the library, and he'll be here on Wednesday, July 17th at 3 o'clock. And so he's going to play some music, he's going to show some of his instruments, talk about his experience with a variety of different bands over the decades, and talk about the history of blues music. And then at 7 p.m., he's going to be performing over at the Grand.
Oh, cool.
So that'll be
Excellent.
a lot of fun. So Wednesday, July 17th, make sure you look out for that. And then we decided to pack them all into one day if you were looking for some art classes or a marathon of art classes. On Tuesday, July 23rd, we will have 3 art classes, one at 10 a.m., one at 2 p.m., and one at 6 p.m. Each of the classes is 90 minutes long. It is completely free. It's a library program. We provide the materials. You just have to show up, but registration is required because the slots for each class are limited for the instructor.
Are they different classes?
They are.
Oh.
They are different classes. So that's why I said marathon. So in the morning, there's going to be a class on painting on glass. So the types of paints and different things you use, and so you'll get to learn those techniques. In the afternoon, we've got a class on vivid vases or vases, however you want to pronounce that. And so like painting on glass, but 3-dimensional. And for that class, if you want, you are welcome to bring your own vase.
Oh, that's
So if you've got some at home that you'd like to spruce up, spice up, you can bring them to work on with the class. And then at 6 p.m. in the evening, we're going to be having a wire construction art class, building that very popular cultural motif from around the world, the Tree of Life. And so you see a lot of neat wire jewelry with that, and so you'll get to learn how to make that. So you can sign up for 1, 2, or all 3 of those classes. There are still slots available. They are filling up fairly quickly. But go onto the website, give us a call, or stop by the library, and you can register for those. And the last thing I have...
You have a lot. Your July was my June.
Right? Last thing we have is, so New Ulm, of course, is going to be having our annual National Night Out. Make sure you stop by the library's booth there. That'll be fun. We'll have some staff there. Say hello. But then we are also, again, having our annual Emergency Preparedness Fair. This year will be folded into National Night Out. It was a great success last year with that. So as you come to National Night Out, it'll be at German Park on Thursday, July 25th. The Emergency Preparedness Fair and the National Night activities run from 5:30 to 8:30. So come by National Night Out. There's going to be games, food, a bunch of local nonprofits. Come and meet different organizations in the community. But then on the Emergency Preparedness Fair side of things, down the hill, you'll get to see all of the cool emergency services vehicles. So there's going to be a bunch of fire trucks, police cars. We're hoping to get an ambulance. The Red Cross will have their emergency response vehicle there.
That's cool.
And we're even hoping to have the street department bring in like a street sweeper, so you could check that out. And utilities will bring in like a bucket truck.
Oh, cool.
Apparently in the past, before OSHA ever took a look at things, they used to do rides for kids in the bucket trucks. So if any of you have any stories about that, feel free to share.
I'm of the generation when that happened. I refused to get in it. My dad was very unhappy about it. But it just looked terrifying to me at the time. I was not a brave child like that.
So, unfortunately, no bucket truck rides, but there will be a bucket truck there so you can see how they work and whatnot. But in addition to those, we will have some resource tables set up, county emergency management, the library, and we will have some great things that you can take home and use to make sure that your family is prepared for emergencies, especially with the flooding that we've been having. Definitely a time where it's on people's minds. So make sure that you come out again Thursday, July 25th from 5:30 to 8:30. So
Cool.
that's what I've got.
I got so little compared to that. Yeah. So we're starting off July not with a bang, but with a concert. So July 1st is going to be the Concert in the Park series concert for that week. Because Thursday is July 4th, we are going to be doing our concert on July 1st. Still at the amphitheater. It'll be at 7 to 8 as usual. We are hosting Leonardo, who is putting on the Rockin' and Reading performance for us. So he's a musician out of Illinois and Chicago area. And we'll have him come and hang out and do music with us. Lots of fun, music for all ages, but primarily for the kids. So what else are we doing? Oh, Anime Club is July 2nd here in the meeting room. We are going to continue watching the anime that we started last month. We're going to have ramen noodles.
Food.
Because I thought it'd be fun. And the usual suspect snacks like chips and candy and things like that. So that's going to be at 2:30 to 4. You can just drop in. There's no registration at all for that. But you have to be a teen going into 6th grade and up through senior year of 12th grade. What else is happening? July 10th and July 24th, those are Wednesdays. Those will be the Creative Kids Days. Those are the STEM classes for kids who are in kindergarten and 1st grade, meaning those who in the fall will be in kindergarten and 1st grade. Wacky Wonders, unfortunately, will have only once in July because July 4th would be our Wednesday or Thursday to get together. And so July 18th is when the kids who are in 2nd through 5th grade will do STEM activity.
All right.
What else? We have Friday afternoon movies. July 5th, we're going to watch Monsters, Inc. because I haven't seen it in a while. It's one of my favorites.
How?
Thank you. And then on July 19th, we'll do Rio. And so the movie starts at 2 in the afternoon. It's upstairs in the children's room. We serve popcorn, but you need to bring a water bottle if you'd like something to drink. There is a water fountain in the children's area, which is lovely too. What else are we doing? Story time, still happening in July through July 22nd, Monday. Story time with Miss Kathryn starts at 10:30 in the morning. Campfire Stories is Wednesday evening at 6:30. And we have a little campfire. We put it up. We sit around and we just read stories. It's story time with a little different setting. And we sing, what is it? We're going on a bear hunt. Camping we will go. Those kind of things. So we try and make it like we're sitting around a campfire.
Fun.
Obviously can't have a campfire in the middle of the children's
No.
room. But I did find one little.
It's adorable. You have to
It's
come
really
just to see
cute.
the fire. So.
Yeah, you should. Friday special story time is going to be on July 26th.
Okay.
Summer reading, we're participating in week 4 right now.
Okay.
You can still come in and, join summer reading.
Absolutely.
You start from the time that you start and you just finish what you can from that start time. We can't go back to the past. So we just start from there. And you, of course, can get your finisher's packet and everything if you want to start this week. That's great. Come on in, come up to the children's room. We'll give you a reading log, and you'll have, 5.5 weeks of reading. We do end July 28th is the last day of reading. The next following day is Monday, July 29th, and that week between July 29th and August 5th, which is a Monday, you turn your reading records in, you get your finisher's packet. So that includes a book from us that you keep and you take home. It's yours forever. You get a grand prize ticket, temporary tattoo, a vote for something that we'll purchase for you to play with here while you're in the library, whether you are a teen or in elementary school or younger. There'll be 3 different areas, ages that will vote for one of two things to play with in the library. Only the finishers from the summer reading program get to do
Get to
that.
put in the
That's,
vote.
you
Okay.
know,
All right.
a prize for them. And then anything else that I have left over, like anything else, I'm going to give you. So just clean out my office. But that'll happen then. We will remind you as you come to check in with summer reading that that's coming up. So everybody is well aware, and we will talk about it again.
So Ms. Kathryn, if a family's going to be on vacation that week, it's supposed to be turned in, what should they do then?
You should contact me as soon as you know that you won't be here. We'll make arrangements for you to finish and have a grand prize ticket in our drawing. We'll make arrangements for you to have a choice of books. When you are back, you can come see us, but that's something we can talk about and arrange specifically beforehand. And you know, that makes all the difference in the world, because if I don't know and you go on vacation and you come back on August 15th, everything's going to be gone. It's going to be over. We will have had the grand prize drawing. All of the prizes will be put away. We will not be stamping any reading records. So I can't help you then. But if you will be gone between July 29th and August 5th, you talk to me right away and let me know, and we'll work something out.
Awesome.
I'm happy to do that kind of thing. I think that's all.
Chess Club, of course, is still every Tuesday evening at 6 o'clock.
They were so loud last night. But they were having
having
so
fun.
much fun.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in the children's room, and I'm like, my goodness, the people playing chess are having more fun than me right now. So it was a very slow night up in the children's room. But some of the participants came up after Chess Club, and I said, you guys were having a great time. The one young man said, those are our ADHD moments where we go, oh, time to look over here. So, very cute. I love to talk with them. They're wonderful. And the age range is still just
So
phenomenal.
wide, yep.
It's so nice to see the older participants playing with the younger participants. And it's just chess. There's nothing, you know, this is the game. That's all it's about. It's just playing the game.
Yep, having fun. Our Pathfinder groups, of course, are still going on. The Adult Pathfinder is still Tuesday afternoons at 4:15. Our Teen Pathfinder group is going to be moving in July. So they have been meeting Wednesday earlier in the afternoons. They're going to be moving to Monday afternoons at 3:45. And they'll be going till 5:15. So a little bit shorter sessions instead of 2 hours, an hour and a half. But it'll also make it so that going forward, if you go to public school, or the Catholic or the Lutheran schools in town, after school you can come down and join the Pathfinder group. So I think that's about everything we have.
I think it is. It was your time to talk.
The library will be closed on Independence Day on July 4th. So
Make your plans.
yep. If that was on your schedule, sorry. But so that's July. Lots of busy things going on. We'd love to see you down here at the library. I guess the memory lab is also hopping. I've had a lot of appointments this past month.
It's wonderful.
And I'm starting to get the new equipment from our grant, and so I've got to start testing that and getting it put in. So that'll be fun. But lots of great things to do. Something for everyone. Rec center passes.
Those are doing really well.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Really well.
So if you haven't heard about those, stop by the desk and ask about them. And of course, all of our great Library of Things activities and items, including our summer offerings with the outdoor games and life jackets and things. So something for everybody. We'll see you at the library, and hopefully we'll see you here next month. So,
Yeah.
thanks for coming.